So, happiness is achieved when you stop waiting for it and make the most of the moments you're in right now. Welcome. It's the final day of the work week. Fridays are the best for a lot of reasons. And yeah, I'm ignoring him for a lot of reasons too.
No, this coffee, like I normally say, is so dark that only just, this is coffee, but just take it in the aroma. I'm already getting high.
Wow, really?
TGIF, welcome. It's a Friday show on Wake Up Nigeria. It is great to have you this morning. If you are chilling, just get a cup of juice, water. Water is the best, by the way. Coffee, if that's your own preference, and just chill, sit back, relax. Let's have a wonderful show this morning.
Some people are preparing for a commute, however. They're either using the BRT buses, they're using trains, they're using...
What was your favorite snack in traffic back there? Don't call the brand, but just call the snack.
So there was a particular super yogo, and then there was a particular sausage roll.
Yeah.
You know, that was breakfast.
That combination was mad.
Breakfast.
So that was for traffic, You just sit back and just take and just relax and all of that. But hey, come on. We don't have that option these days. A lot of things have happened because they watered down a lot. Then it was solid. But hey, whichever way, we're going to give you that solid feel this morning. Welcome. My name is Mike Messikeno.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinsan. It's a pleasure to be right here on your screens. And we want you dialed in throughout the show because we have quite a lot for you to experience today. You can stream the show live on tvcentertainment.tv or on Facebook at TVC Connect.
My heart is saying I should drink. My mind is saying no.
Thank you. Please download our app.
Please
it's available for Android or iOS. You can send your comments, contributions, prayers. Pray for him, please, at TVC Connect. And of course, some of our segments today need your interaction and engagement, so make sure you do.
All right, and we are also going to have a discussion on Cara Fest, and we're going to watch the ladies give us some good old school karaoke.
Wow, woo.
Titi, are you ready?
I actually...
Are you set?
I'm not anxious.
To dazzle.
But I'm anticipating
and sizzle.
An interesting singing session. Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. You prepared something great for us, yes?
Yeah, you have...
Trust Mike in this regard.
You have the voices, so yeah, let's...
So there was something that happened. We were in traffic for quite a while. This was 2 weeks ago on a weekend. We were all coming back.
That's traffic.
Yes, that traffic.
Okay.
That 6-hour traffic.
Okay.
So myself and decided to stand up in the bus and start singing songs. We sang and sang and sang. We started going through playlists because we were just so... We even had spectators, other cars beside, when I was singing along.
You see, and incidentally, that's why both of you are going to be singing today, because I know that you two are people who, of course, you normally have songs that you can... What kind of songs do you use in different moods to maybe lift your mood?
Definitely, depending if it's like anxiety, definitely gospel songs, uplifting.
Yeah, uplifting.
If it's to boost mood, you know, there's some happy-go-lucky songs. Like, I'm walking on sunshine. Those kind of songs.
Yeah. I do, you know. So yeah, for me, nighttime, sleep times, I go for classicals or jazz, and instrumentals. So I wouldn't want to, you know, at times when you hear lyrics,
I find it weird though.
Yeah.
When people listen to like nature sounds, all those bird sounds.
Solid. And then I know some people who have audiovisual, so they have this kind of setting where they have a night light on their roof, and then you have it, and then you have those kind of sounds.
Night sounds.
It will just relax you. If that is what you do, if it is your own thing, and you have a playlist like that, it'll set you well.
As long as the songs don't have like all these hooting birds inside. But
I will
if
try
it's
that.
The sound of the rain.
Now you've said it.
Sound of the rain.
I will try that.
Yeah.
When rain, but when rain there hits, they blow. While are they? You are hearing rain and you're sweaty.
So, do you need to download the nature sound of rain today, or is it going to be the natural one? We will let you know. Hello and good morning. It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Oyinsan. Thank you for joining us. We begin from the nation's capital, where the Nigerian military authorities have disclosed plans by hoodlums to disguise as soldiers with the intention of disrupting the off-cycle elections in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi states. This is just as troops and military assets have been deployed to support the police in the conduct of the polls. Sifon Essien reports.
It's less than 48 hours to the commencement of the off-cycle elections in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi states, and the military authorities say intelligence indicates there are plots to disrupt the process.
So much is being put in place. Troops, platforms are being moved to those locations to reinforce security that is already in place in those states.
Beyond the elections, the defense military chief says troops have killed 113 terrorists in the various theaters of operations.
The coordination between the air and ground forces is like never seen before and is yielding remarkable results and achievements.
The last week equally witnessed an uptick in terrorist activities in the northeast. On Sunday, attacks left 15 farmers dead, while an unspecified number of them were abducted in villages in Mafa Local Council, about 15 kilometers from the Borno State capital. The military authorities say the coming days would witness an uptick in operations targeting terrorists and bandits across the country. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
And now outside the country, the White House says Israel has agreed to suspend fighting for 4 hours on a daily basis to allow for Palestinian civilians to flee from northern Gaza. White House spokesman John Kirby has told reporters that Israel will begin to implement 4-hour pauses each day. He said in an announcement would be made 3 hours beforehand. According to him, Israel said that there will be no military operations in these areas over the duration of the pause, and this process is starting today. As a reminder, earlier, the Israeli military said there are tactical local pauses for humanitarian aid for Gazan civilians and made clear there is no ceasefire. At least 10 Palestinians killed and 16 wounded in multiple Israeli raids on Jenin refugee camp in occupied West Bank. The Qassam brigades say it is confronting Israeli forces as they try to advance deeper into Gaza City. At least 10,812 Palestinians have been killed on Israeli attacks in Gaza since October 7th. In Israel, the death toll over the same period
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. Now, it's like you heard during the movies, a lot of it was about Disney and animation and singing and all of that. And so we're in the singing mood today, and we have a friend of the house, a friend is also family here, the maestro. This is the karaoke maestro, the king of karaoke. And why do I say so, yeah? All around Lagos, there's nobody. I mean, every single day of the week, just like you go to your 9 to your 5, this guy has a karaoke event getting people happy in different places around Lagos State. Let's welcome the karaoke maestro, Sugar, in the house. How you doing, man?
And I'm fine, I'm good.
Great to have you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's, you are the karaoke man, but just before we get into and talk about karaoke, let's talk about your singing roots and your singing origin. How did it start for you and all of that? Falling in love with singing and getting to sing and all of that?
You know, a whole lot of us started with church. You know, parents dragged us practically to church, and my dad was a choir master.
Oh.
So, and got the whole family involved with singing. So when we were little, I mean, when we were that young, you know, my dad would take me and my younger ones, put up on the, you know, on the big altar and like, oh yeah, render something for the church, and everybody would clap and all that. So
okay.
I grew practically, you know, with that. And myself, you know, the singing just came. I didn't join choir.
You didn't join, even though you're singing?
Do you understand?
Okay.
I did. So the thing just came naturally, and you know, with time, and I just got, you know, the gift just came like that, and you know, I just kept singing, and it was wow.
You know, you also an excellent graphics designer. I don't know when last you've done that.
I have stopped graphics,
but,
so
but you also got into graphics while doing
Yes,
other things and all that. But you
yes.
finally went back to your true love. How was
Yes.
it, you know, combining graphics and doing other things, and also the singing still there? Because like, you know, like there was a time when it wasn't on the front burner.
True.
How was it at that period?
Well, graphics for me too was a true love, because it was a passion for me too. You know, I remember when I had my second degree, you know, diploma in Unilag, was an affiliated campus. That was when I did computer graphics and all of that. So, you know, I got really interested with graphics, and even back then when I was with my old office,
Yeah.
I don't know what they called it.
Yeah.
You know, it was graphics I was doing.
Yeah.
Then, you know, we now entered construction, and all of that. Then music never left. It was there.
That's it, exactly.
It was there.
And that passion has led you to karaoke. Let's talk about
Yes.
the karaoke business. You look, you have to be a passionate man. You do karaoke 7
Monday
days
to
a week.
Monday.
You do karaoke
Yes.
7 days a week and all
Yes.
that. It has to be passion that drives you. Because,
Yes.
you know, talk to us about that, about karaoke, how you got into karaoke, how's the karaoke going?
Okay, funny enough, I've been into the karaoke industry for close to 20 years now. You know, and at first, I wouldn't lie to you, it was the passion. The passion was there. Then after a while, you know, the country became harder. And I saw my 9 to 5 was becoming, you know, a bit stressful, and the pay wasn't good. You know, and I just thought to myself, okay, if I get a karaoke spot that pays, you know, just roughly, let me just even say 20K a day, times 7, that's about 140 in a week. Times 4, that's about roughly 460, or 560 thereabouts in a month. I mean, a normal graduate won't earn as much as that.
Exactly.
You know, so I thought about it that, okay, this is good business. What I just need to do is repackage myself, re-strategize, make myself the best in the industry. And that's what I did.
That's quite something, yeah.
Yes.
How do people look? I know people love karaoke, but you
Oh.
know, from your own aspect, how has the public reception
Ha.
been to karaoke? Because now you do it in different places.
Yes.
You do it on the mainland.
Yes.
You do it in Festac. You do it on the
Yes.
island. And all
Yes.
that. How's the response?
The response has been crazy. Right now, even offices, they've imbibed the culture of karaoke itself.
Okay.
Now, apart from the lounge, hotels, pubs, you know, every establishment that you see that has anything entertainment in it, even in marriages, weddings, you know, they call an MC and like, do you have karaoke? Get someone that can do karaoke for us. At birthday parties, even the elderlies. You see, the thing about karaoke is not just for we, the youth. I consider myself
everyone.
the youth. It's for everybody, even the kids.
Even the kids.
Exactly. Few months ago, I would say few weeks back,
Yeah.
I did a karaoke competition for kids.
Okay.
You know, before they resumed school.
Wonderful.
You know, and if you see the passion these kids,
Yeah.
you know, yes.
Now, on that note, let's talk about Kara Fest. You have something coming up.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. How can people be a part of it?
Okay, Carafest is the biggest karaoke platform ever in Nigeria. It's never been done anywhere.
Okay.
The idea behind Carafest is a day to celebrate all karaoke lovers.
Okay.
And also not just karaoke lovers, music lovers as well. Karaoke, like I said, happens everywhere. Now, let's take that day, just one day out of the whole year, and celebrate music, karaoke. You know, it's not everybody that can get to where the likes of the Davidos, the Burna Boys are.
Yeah,
you know,
but
in your bathroom,
you can be a
you can be a superstar. So
Okay.
now, Carafest is giving that platform.
Wonderful.
That, okay, you don't have to sing in your bathroom to become a superstar.
You can
There's
come
going to be a grand stage. Come there.
We'll
come be a
talk more about that,
superstar.
but when is it happening? Just very fast.
December 2nd, yes,
okay.
at Wild Charcoal, GRA Ikeja, on the mainland here.
All right.
So it's beautiful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
We'll be a part of it. We're looking forward to it. And here's wishing you the best.
Thank you very
Take the
much.
message of karaoke further.
Thank you very
That
much.
was Sugar, the maestro, the karaoke maestro. We're talking about karaoke. We're going to have a karaoke game later on in the show. Just stay with us. But let's head over to MM. MM actually does love karaoke. That I know. MM, it's our go-to. If someone asks me what's the thing that MM would love to do for entertainment, I know that it is karaoke. Isn't that right, MM?
Absolutely right, Mike. You know me very well. I love karaoke. I live for karaoke. As a matter of fact, I think it's one of my favorite things to do. Right. Another favorite thing that I love to do is cooking. Yes. And this morning on the show, we have Chef Midday.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. So yesterday, she was here as an author. Today, she's here as a chef.
Multi-talented.
I mean, we women, who runs the world?
Woman.
Who runs the world?
Woman, you can say that again.
Yes. Let's
You
go
can say that again.
proudly. Right, so today we are making pasta stir fry.
Yes.
Also one of my favorite dishes. Let's talk about the ingredients.
Okay, so basically what you need your pasta, of course. Then I need my vegetables, my spices, ginger and garlic. Then I'll be adding a little bit of curry, and all proudly made by Midday. Then I'll be spicing it up with chicken franks, seasoning cube, onions. Very simple, something you can put together in 10 minutes.
This is another way to incorporate vegetables into your meal.
Yes.
So I found out something very, very interesting. It's actually a health fact. Did you know, guys, that your bell peppers, that's your green, red, and
Yes.
yellow bell peppers,
Yeah.
actually have more vitamin C than orange?
Yes.
It actually does.
And you can even make them and incorporate them in any of your meals.
Yes.
Be it rice,
Yes,
beans,
it actually can. And then I also realized that I'm really loving, you know, the evolution that's happening, even, you know, with cooking. There's a lot of things
Yes.
that we are learning, and there's a lot of things that we are, you know, getting to hear about and,
Yes.
you know, have access to every day in terms of information. So you could also like blend your green or
Yes.
red bell peppers,
Yes.
you know, mix them up, and it gives you
and
some.
use them as, you can use them as sauce or stew.
Exactly. As you know, there's so much you can do with our red bell peppers instead of the regular, instead of
Yes,
just, you know, chopping them
And sometimes
using them
you
as,
can
you know, stir
decide to
fries.
roast them before frying.
Yeah, even roast them and
It brings out the
blend
flavor,
them.
It brings out the flavor in it.
I mean, look at that. There's so much you can do with our red bell peppers generally. So, guys, let us not underestimate it. But hey, let's get cooking. So what are we starting off
So
with?
I'm going to pre-boil my pasta,
Okay.
chop my vegetables, just like the name, stir fry. Stir fry my vegetables, then mix together. And we're done.
Yes, so this is a one-pot dish, something you can make over the weekend. Well, we know that we are, you know, in the weekend already. We're in that weekend mood
Yes.
already. So this is something that you would love. So let's start cooking. So we're going to parboil our pasta now. That's our spaghetti. You could basically work with any pasta, right?
Yes.
Any kind of pasta.
Twist, macaroni, any pasta really.
Any pasta, really loving it. So we're prepping things up here in the kitchen. I've got Chef Midday with me as our in-house
Famous Chef Midday.
Right, and well, there's so much to come here on the show. Would like you not to go anywhere, people. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Going very, very, very well. This is Chef Midday, and this morning she's making pasta stir fry. I know, right? Great. So there's a lot of vegetables going into this meal this morning, and we all know how importance or the benefits of vegetables in our diets, in our system. And so let's run through the ingredients once again for our recipe.
Bell peppers, yellow, green, then carrots. I'll be using chicken franks, my onion seasoning cube. This is parsley for glazing, then my spices, garlic, curry, ginger.
Okay.
Then with the pasta.
I see that we are heating up the water for the pasta. So let's run through the process for this recipe. What are we doing? Okay, the water is heating up.
So basically what we'll do is pre-boil your pasta.
Okay.
Then if you're making any stir fry, this is where the bulk of work is. So you can actually do this maybe overnight, keep your in the refrigerator to save time. So after pre-boiling your pasta, your vegetable, you stir fry, then you mix it with the pasta.
Yeah.
And you're ready, you're good to go.
Yeah, like Chef Midday said earlier on, this is a very, very, very straightforward meal. No, sir, the bulk of the work basically is in
Cutting the vegetables.
Exactly, you know. And then there's something about cutting your bell peppers. They have to be so evenly
Yes.
done. I mean, it has to be like properly done. So that way, when you're enjoying the
can
end
feel
result
the
of
lunch
pasta,
in the-
exactly, exactly.
Like, it's more of a luxury food.
Yeah, I feel
Though it's
like,
simple, but
yeah, it is luxury because I mean these days bell peppers are very expensive, especially the yellow and the red bell
Yes,
peppers. They're
very
not
expensive.
common, but when you find them, they're very expensive. But hey, I think every once in a while, there's nothing wrong with giving our diets the love that it needs and it desires.
Eating healthy is not cheap.
Exactly. They say health is wealth.
Yes,
Right?
yeah.
Great. Okay, so we have our carrots here. Those carrots look really, really, even now, Seth, carrots is expensive.
I'm telling you.
Oh, wow.
There is nothing that is not expensive.
Nothing
Nothing.
that expensive.
To be alive is expensive.
No, it's to be alive. You're grateful for life. You're grateful for food. Food is very, very, very important. But hey, I think there's nothing wrong with, giving yourself a good meal every once in a while. And I think this is one recipe that the kids are absolutely going to love, especially because they run away from vegetables. Kids don't like vegetables. You put a vegetable in front of them and you see them. But hey, this is one way to incorporate, vegetables into their meals. Remember, into their diets. Remember that vegetables are packing on a lot of vitamins and nutrients that our body needs. And most importantly, it also helps to boost our immune system to fight against, those unwanted issues or issues in our bodies. So what are you doing right now?
No, I'm adding a little vegetable oil to the pasta so that they don't
so it
stick
doesn't
together.
clump up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
That's another hack for you. See? That's another reason to watch Wake Up Nigeria on TV. See? We always have hacks, interesting hacks for you. Okay, so that's a bit of salt going into it. And so we're going to wait for that to cook.
We're going to wait for this to boil.
Okay. So once that is parboiled,
Then
what
I'll
do we
stir
do? We drain
fry.
off the water.
Yes, we'll drain off the water.
Okay.
Let me stir fry.
And then we begin our stir fry. Right. So with the vegetables, there's so much you can work with. The other alternatives, just in case this is not accessible to you. It's the top of the hour. So much more coming right up, people. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us. We'll be back in a bit.
All right. It's the second lap of our TGIF, and oh boy, it's the end of the year. November is going on. It's almost half of November.
It's like you're looking forward to salary, oh Mike.
No. It's about end of the year.
Okay, you started playing your
See when you
Christmas
go there.
carols
Oh, seeds
already.
now. Seeds. End of the year,
There was
seeds.
this post I saw. They were
Seeds.
talking about when the right time to put up your Christmas decorations is.
Okay, so when is it?
It's supposed to be end of November.
End of November.
Like last week.
End of November is almost late.
Are
Because
you
for me,
sure?
yes, I would if I was to put up maybe I might get a tree this time. Yeah, a small tree.
Aww.
I might get, if I was to put up decorations, if
Yeah.
I put it end of November, you know that by the time 25th pass and it's getting January, it's already so you have a short space. So for me, I'll do last or third penultimate week in November.
So if you're interested in helping Mike set up his Christmas tree, you might need to register now.
Applications are open. Talk to TT on 082.
Wow, we have some finger-licking delicacies in the kitchen.
Chef Mide, Otto in the house.
Hello.
Otto and Chef, what's happening?
Yes, so
I'm not
much
talking to you,
happening.
MMB. Chef Mide asked, it's not you. Chef Mide, please tell us what's happening.
Mike.
I'm talking to the Otto in the house.
We're almost done. Our pasta is almost ready. And we're going to stir fry and we're good to go.
Oh, thank you, Chef Mide. Okay.
Mike,
so,
I don't want to see you anywhere.
come back here
Around this
Up mic. We're not listening to you. All right, but hey, come on. It's going to be a wonderful second half of the show. Thank you for being with us. My name is Mike Mesikeno.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. This show is live on tvcentertainment.tv. That's our website. And of course, on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can also download the app from Android or iOS.
All right, and remember, you can stream the show live. It's at tvcentertainment.tv, Facebook at TVC Connect. Now, for the second lap of the show, there's still quite a lot that we have in store for you. We have a musical performance. It's a music.
Yeah, so this smile on my face is because of the glam and beauty I'm seeing right here on the couch with me. we are joined by Omolola Olowokere. She is the founder of Ekiti Lagos. Now, she's here to tell us everything we need to know about Ekiti Day. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Good morning.
Ekabo, Abi? Is it
Ben.
Ekabo?
Ekabo.
Ekabo.
E.
E.
Not E.
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 E. Ah. Oh.
H-I-N. E.
Wow. Ekabo.
Ekabo.
Wow.
Ikule. Ekule. But in Ekiti, Ikule. For Yoruba, Ekule.
Interesting. So there is Ekiti Yoruba.
Yes.
All right. So I can hear the difference in the intonations. And I have to say, you look amazing today.
Thank you.
But you decided to dress up because it is Ekiti Day. Yes?
Yes,
So you need to tell us all about Ekiti Day.
Okay, let me start like this.
Yes, so.
Ekiti ye ye, oh, Ekiti ye ye. Ira ule mo ki iki ule, ero ana mo ki iki ana o. Mi Ekiti ye ye, oh, Ekiti ye ye. Ìjà parapọ̀ ká dọ̀kan Ekiti ye ye. Mi ìkíni káàbọ̀ lámẹ̀ ìkíni lópinlẹ̀ rí alúlélẹ́kìtì o. Òkíni káàbọ̀ lámẹ̀ ìkíni lópinlẹ̀ rí alúlélẹ́kìtì o. Mo kí màmá mi, bàbá mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, àbúrò mi. Mi èbúté ire lọ́kọ̀ọ́ra máa gúnlẹ̀ sí o, a máa rárìn fẹsẹ̀ sí o. So I'm using that song to greet them.
Okay.
Mommy, daddy, brother, senior brother and junior brother. So we are going to handle.
Wow. Woo. Okay. So it might interest you to know that, yes, today is Ekiti Day and you're pushing for Ekiti Lagos to be bigger than ever today.
Yes. What we are doing today and tomorrow, we are celebrating the richness of Ekiti culture.
Okay.
Like we want to give back to people in Lagos, and we want to celebrate all the indigenous Ekiti that we are based in Lagos and its environment. So we want to celebrate ourselves. And like today, a lot is going on. We have a free medical checkup this morning from 7 to 11 p.m. Okay. So by 1 p.m., we go out, rally, Ekiti Day on the move. So everybody will celebrate, will rejoice. And to create more awareness, I want to make it to come and
Wow.
Yes, so I feel come Ekiti, Ekiti.
So to translate, she just said there are some people from Ekiti here in Lagos that don't know that such a thing is happening in Lagos.
Yes, even some people, when they hear about Ekiti Day, they say, hey, I don't know that we have something like this here. Okay. So we have it. And last year was so glorious, and this year is going to be more wow.
I can already see from how... So first of all, before we even talk about what people are to expect, your outfit, the fabric, talk to us about this look.
Okay. Like I'm wearing ashoke.
Yes.
So we have different kind of ashoke. Yeah. We have ashoke too. Okay. We have owu. Okay. So rishi ashoke.
So is this indigenous to Ekiti or?
Yes, we can. That is why we are fashionable. Okay. You understand? When we're talking a bit about Ekiti, we are beautiful and we are talented, and so we can we bring something new. If you see what I wanna, you see stone. Yeah. So I had beauty to that culture.
Amazing, amazing. So the culture, the definition of culture from when we're in school is, the way of life of a people, the way they dress, the food they eat, the language.
Yeah, that is exactly what we're going to do. Okay. Like there are some foods that even some people they don't even remember how to cook it again. Like there's some indigenous food that we have in Ekiti. Okay. Number one, we have abari. Abari is momoy, but we use agbado corn or maize to make it. Wow. Some times ago, when all our teachers in school, they will buy aruso, we eat it. But we, as a local children, we go and eat tiwa. Wow. So if you cook momoy, our mother will use agbado, grind it, put everything ingredient, so that it will look like that one. Wow. So, toyibo ba mu tea, awa mu eko.
Wow.
So we have that one. Like we use, you want to do akara now, you use momo. We have our own akara. If you don't have money to buy beans, we use our yam.
Wow.
We grind it, put ororo, and we do it. Instead of going out to buy beans. So that is another way.
So now, in order to find out more about Ekiti, Lagos, what do we do?
Yes, about Ekiti, Lagos now, what we are going to do, or to what we planning to do now for this one, is to bring us together.
Where can they all meet today?
Yes, we are going to meet at Estanza Hotel
Okay, all right.
at Ajuwon. So that is where 3 things is going to happen.
Okay.
And one is already going on. Free medical checkup, in the afternoon rally, and in the night we have gala night.
Fantastic.
So that is that gala night. You know, people are expecting gala. No, we are not eating gala. But we have our own gala. What is it? Ogede bole, ogede dudu, amanyo, afi igba, afi koje.
I am so interested in finding out more about Ekiti, Lagos, and you are amazing. Omolola Olowo Kere,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us and sharing this with us.
Thank you.
And I have a feeling everyone at home is enjoying everything. And thank you for the song as well. Thank you for singing.
Thank
Just
you.
brightened my mood today.
Wow.
All right, so it is Ekiti, Lagos Day.
Yes.
And
So tomorrow is final day. Yeah.
Can't wait to see beautiful pictures and videos from the day. We'll be taking a quick break, but we'll be back with more on Wake Up Nigeria.
And we are back. Interesting performance there by SOB 360. I told you there's so much beauty here in the show. And joining us right here on the couch, our actors Jude Chukwuka and Kevin T. Solomon. They're both featured in one of the most watched top 10 movies currently showing on Netflix right now, The Origin, Madame Koi Koi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good
How are
morning.
you both doing?
Great for me. Great.
So going through Kevin T's Instagram page yesterday, you had so much fun on that set of Madame Kwekwe.
I mean, we did.
I think you had so much fun.
I had fun.
Yeah, so talk to us quickly about, the process for, filming Madame Kwekwe.
So the process of filming Madame Koi Koi, it was fun, but it was also slightly hectic because we were doing something that was, I think, never really done in Nollywood. We're going through uncharted territories and, yeah, telling a story that most Nigerians can relate to, but it's also a story that people haven't really tried to tell. And try to do it in our own way. We're shooting in in the night. No, we shot in
Abeokuta.
Yeah, we shot in Abeokuta. But we shot mostly at night. We shot in the bushes. But for we, the younger cast, we were just excited to be doing something that really delved more in the lives of younger characters, because we don't really see that in Nollywood. So it was really refreshing to see a story that had a lot of secondary school characters in it.
Yeah, so talking about that, it's interesting that you would mention that, because there was a conversation online. I'm coming to you, Jude. And there was a conversation online that sort of stirred a little bit of controversy, not so much of, but it was a debate as to why older people are playing playing characters of school children. Why not get school children to play the character? Why get older people to play that character?
So the way I see it, I feel like it really depends on the story and the kind of story we're trying to tell. Because for this particular story, there were a lot of very sensitive things that we're trying to talk about.
Yeah.
And it would not be appropriate to use actual teenagers to tell these stories. So that is why we did that. But I mean, the casting, in my opinion, wasn't really bad, because I mean, through good costuming and everything, we're able to still make these adults look like teenagers. And believably, yeah. And to be honest, we really weren't that old, at least at the time of filming. The guy that played ID, at the time of filming, he was technically still a teenager. At the time, he was 19 when we shot. So,
Okay.
I mean, we weren't all that old.
Okay. I mean, interesting. And Baba himself, the CSO.
GCE.
You know, having to, I mean, talk to us about, you know, your character. I mean, you sort of went through different, in terms of story development, as a younger person, you know, into the CSO in the movie. You went through different stages, you know, with the story development. Talk to us about the process for you.
It was challenging.
Okay.
It was challenging. I know I speak Yoruba, but this kind of story is not your everyday kind of story. So I saw myself going through the son of a traditionalist, but refused to identify
with the background.
Yeah, knowing the toll it took on my father, so to speak, you know.
Yeah.
So I tried as much as I can to separate myself from what was happening there. I chose a new path for myself. Instead of going after my father, I decided to get my GEC and my certificate. You understand?
Yeah.
So at the end, I realized that you can leave the thing, but the thing may not leave you.
Yes.
So at the end, so it showed that as much as I did not want to identify with it, I still kept relationship with those who were involved.
Yeah.
That was why I got Ifajimi
Yes.
to do all of those things.
Yeah.
You know, it's challenging. It was challenging, of course, and I'll say this. This is a genre that is very unpopular in Nigeria.
Yes, it is.
Horror.
Yeah.
I greet Jay Franklin, for daring to be a trailblazer. And you see, the story was not character dependent. The story is good on its own. If anybody had taken that part, the story would have come out the same way. And that is why I dare to greet him. Say, guy, this story development doesn't depend on any character. On reading it, I laughed for like 1 hour after reading. I said, this thing, Jay is an iconoclast. He just wants to see whether this thing will sell. But his conviction about the success of the project was also part of what made me commit. About this thing, I believe nobody don't do him before. You know, Jay Franklin, he's a very simple talker. He will the only way you can misunderstand Jay Franklin is either you are stupid or you are dead.
Yeah.
You understand? He will break the thing down for you, and you will see the impact of his ability to explain what he wants you to do on the project. You understand? He's never in a hurry to achieve. If you don't get it right, he will explain to you until you get what he wants.
So this movie actually encapsulated both generations. Like there was the two generations. There was the younger generation and there was the older generation with Ireti Doyle, you, Chioma Chukwuka, Ifajimi, you know, veterans in the industry. And there's been that debates or subtle, you know, conversations on, you know, not only that, the younger generations, you know, we don't want to have anything to do with the older generations as the way they do their own thing. But here's a movie that brought these two generations together. You have been in the industry for, you know, almost more than a decade now. How was that experience for you?
It was it is consistent with my brand. I am an older person, way older, and I do things for the younger generation. So it wasn't that difficult for me to flow, because it's more, if you check my handle, you see I do things that my friend will call me later and say, boy, don't you know you are old? And I say, no, you are old if you only agree you are old.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, working with the younger generation in whatever form has always been what I love doing. So when I saw that this thing is more like a conflict between two generations, it was something I was excited about. And you can see from the result.
Yeah. Kelvin, I mean, the character that you played, or the role that you played, was a quite controversial one. So talk to us about the response so far. I know that your colleague, Chooks, there was a video of him getting harassed for the character he played, and you both played very, very similar roles. So talk to us about the responses so far.
Well, thankfully, I haven't been harassed. I mean, we all saw it coming even while filming. Then remember Jay was always looking at us, they're going to hate you, they're going to feel for you. And I was like, oh no, are we ready for this? And then when it came out, and me, Chooks, and Temi Dayo, three of us agreed that for a while we must not be seen together in the same place because they will really lynch us. But so far, I haven't really been getting much response. I mean, just on Twitter, they'll be like, Tokumbo, Lady Koiko is coming for you, Madam Koiko will catch you. And I think it's a good thing that, I mean, it shows that we really portrayed our characters really well, because if you play a villain and people hate you in real life, that means you did a good job.
Yeah, really.
You did a good job. But I'm loving the response because, I mean, we're bringing awareness to the fact that characters like these actually exist and they need to be stopped. But as far as being harassed, Chooks is the only one that is collecting all the right now.
All right. Great stuff. It was so good to have you guys here, and I mean, wishing you both all the best in your future projects.
Thank you very much.
Looking forward to what those projects are, and well, Madam Koiko, the origin Madam Koiko is still in the cinema. Or still on Netflix, guys. So you should go watch it. The show continues shortly. Are you a lover of karaoke? Do you want to see Kevin T. Solomon and Jude Chukuka sing to one of your favorite songs? Well, I don't know. Yeah, but hey, we'll be right back. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. After that performance there, we need to reward all our guests for doing such a wonderful job. So yeah, welcome to the kitchen, Jude. Welcome, Kevin T. This is Chef Mide, and this morning she's made for you pasta stir fry. Of course, we have Sugar T joining us as well. But Jude and Kevin T, please quickly have a taste. Let us know what you think about it.
Yes, sir.
People give me spoon instead of fork.
Because
I'm not singing and I'm not a veteran. Don't worry, I'll soon become veteran.
Because you don't sing.
Just be patient.
You don't sing.
You can take
I want to eat plenty.
It's not
I mean, I could.
What do you think, sir? What is Jude?
What do you think?
Interesting.
Should I fall
Nice.
No, interesting.
All right, great. Kevin T?
Is that takeaway?
Yeah, of course. There is takeaway.
No sing, no take away from you.
And thank you to all our guests. Thank you all for being here. And most importantly, you watching at home. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you.
Yes.
Have a great weekend, people.
Bye.
Bye.
Well done.